Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are from Group A. Let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Mutiara Fadila and my partner is Putri Reza Utari, Raden Ajeng Anita Nur Erina, Zahra Aulia, Ita Ayu Pratiwi. We will present the result of our discussion about death and dying plus Jeroen. Here we go.
Conversation. Jane and Mary are nurses in hospital. They are discussing the way to handle patient family who has some requests which are not allowed to do in the hospital. Here is the dialogue.
Hi Jen, how are you doing?
Not bad, but actually I'm quite tired.
Really, you must be to keep your spirit up. Nurse is a job that you always want to do right.
That's true. Thanks anyway. Do you know the Spanish girl who got some for injury in an accident?
Yes, do something that works.
And now she's getting better. The problem is her family. You know, every day many of her family members come to this hospital.
That normal, I guess.
Yes, but uh, there are two problems. First, they always come without paying attention to the visiting hour. We even try to write the sign of the Spanish. Second, they always ask to put some food in special location near the patient bed. Even though I know it may be very important for them, it's not allowed.
Yes, I experienced such thing last month.
What did you do?
About their ignorance of the visiting horse, just forget it. Then about the food, I think the best approach is to plant the holy fruit. These are food item in a salad plastic bag, placing it actually as the family specifics and explaining to them the perishable item time limitation depending on fermentation status and weather condition.
Did it work?
Yes, I did. They accept that it and is important to remember to ask the family what they want you to do with this item when the time is over.
Alright, I'll try to talk about it with them. Thanks a lot, Jen. You are really helpful.
You're welcome.
Definition of death. Death is defined as 1. Cessation of heart-lung function or of whole brain function or of higher brain function. 2. Either irreversible cessation of circulatory and respiratory function or irreversible cessation of all function of the entire brain, including the brainstem. The President Commission for the Study of Ethical Problems in Medicine and Biomedical and Behavioral Research. Next. Stage of dying. 1. Denial. 1. On being told that one is dying, there is an initial reaction of shock. 2. The patient may appear dazed at first and may then refuse to believe the diagnosis or deny that anything is wrong. 3. Some patients never pass beyond this stage and may go from doctor to doctor until they find one who support their position. 2. Anger. Patient become frustrated irritable and angry that they are sick. A common response is why me? They might become angry at God, their pet, a friend, or a family member. The anger might be displaced onto the hospital staff or the doctor who are blamed for the illness. Next.
Number 3, bargaining. The patient may adapt to, neg- to negotiate with physician friend of even good that is returned for a cure. The person will fulfill one or many promises, such as giving to critique or reframe an early faith in good. Number 4, depression. The patient show clinical sign of the depression, withdrawal, psychomotor, retardation, sleep disturbance, hopelessness, and possible suicidal ideation. The depression may be a reaction to the effect of the illness on his or her life, or it may be in anticipation of the approaching death. Number 5, acceptance. The patient realizes that is inevitable and accept the universality of the experience. Under ideal circumstances, the patient is courageous, is able to talk about his or her death as she faces the unknown. People with strong religious belief and those who confess or life after death can find comfort this belief.
Physical season of dying. Dying is a different experience for everyone involved. Here is some sign or dying which must understood by every nurse. 1. Confusion about time, place, and identity of love vision of people and place that are not present. 2. A decreased need for food and drink as well as loss of appetite. 3. Drowsiness, increased need for sleep and responsiveness. 4. Withdrawal, decreased socialization. 5. Loss of bowel or bladder control cause relaxing muscles in the pelvic area. 6. Skin become cool to the touch. 7. Rattling or gurgling sound while breathing or breathing that is irregular and shallow. Decreased number of breaths per minute or breathing that switch between rapid and slow. 8. Involuntary movement called myoclonus, change in heart rate, and loss reflex in the legs and arms mean that the end of life is near. Next. Change body after death. Rigor mortis. Body becomes stiff within 4 hours after death as a result of decrease at ATP production. ATP keep muscles soft and supple. Algor mortis. Temperature decreases by a few degrees each hour. The skin loses its elasticity and will tear easily. Livor mortis. Dependent parts of body become discolored. The patient will likely be lying on their backside being the dependent body part. The discoloration in a result of blood pooling as the hemoglobin breaks down. Next.
Hospice and palliative care. Hospice is specialized program that address the needs of the catastrophically ill and their loved one, particularly accepted in US and West. A DEM approach is provided in hospice that might involve physician, nurse, social work, clergy, home health aides, volunteer therapists, and family caregiver. Hospice work can help a dying person manage pain, provide medical service, and offer family support throughout every step of the process, from diagnosis to bereavement.
Components of hospice care program. 1. Client and family as the unit of care. 2. Coordinate home care with access to available inpatient and nursing home beds. 3. Control symptoms like physical, sociological, psychological, and spiritual. 4. Physician-directed service. 5. Provision of interdisciplinary care, team of physician, nurses, spiritual advisor, social worker, and counselor. 6. Medical and nursing service available at all times. 7. Bereavement follow-up after a client death. 8. Use of trained volunteer for frequent physician and respect support. 9. Escape into the program on the basis of healthcare need rather than the ability to pay. Next.
Palliative care. Palliative care is the active total care of a patient whose disease is not responsive to curative treatment. World Health Organization. The relief of suffering is one of the central goals of palliative care in terminal illness. 3. Control of pain, of the other symptoms, and of psychological, social, and spiritual problem is paramount. 4. The goal of palliative care is the achievement of the best possible quality of life for patients and their families. 5. Palliative care is a special care which affirms life and regrets dying as normal process, neither hastens nor postpones death, provides relief from pain and other distressing symptoms, integrates the psychological and spiritual aspect of patient care, and offers a support system to help patient in patient life and actively as possible until death, and help the family cope during the patient illness and in their own bereavement.
Management of dying patient. Number 1, concern, empathy, compassion, and involvement are essential. Number 2, competence, skill, and knowledge can be as researching as warm and concern. Number 3, communication, allow patients to speak their mind and get to know them. Number 4, children. If children want to visit the dying, it is generally advisable they bring consolation to drink patient. Number 5, cohesion, family cohesion, reassure both the patient and family. Number 6, kin Clusain, a gentle, upright sense of humor can be a palliative, a somber or anxious demure should be avoided. Number 7, consistency. Continuing persistent attention is highly valued by patients who often for that they are a burden and will be abandoned. Consistent precision involvement mitigates disaster. Next slide. Nursing care of a dying individual. The person who deals with the dying patient must commit to deal with mental anguish and fear of death, try to respond appropriately to patient need by listening carefully to the complaint and be fully prepared to accept their own counter-transference as a dog will and damage to their narcissism are encountered, developing a sense of control and efficacy, encouraging peer group for families coping with bereavement, developing increased insurefulness in dealing with related situations, recognizing that a moderate level of death anxiety is acceptable, improving our understanding of pain and suffering will also improve communication and effective interaction. Next. Okay. Word power, word connected with death and dying. Acceptance, penerimaan, anger, kemarahan, autopsy or postmortem, autopsy, bargaining, penawaran, bereavement, kehilangan, body or corpse, jasad, burial, penguburan, cemetery, tempat pemakaman, COVID, peti mati, koma, dalam kondisi koma, cremation, kremasi, death, kematian, death certificate, surat kematian, denial, penolakan, depression, depresi, diagnosis, mendiagnosis, diagnosis, die or pass away, meninggal, dying, kondisi menjelang ajal atau sekarat, euthanasia or mercy killing, euthanasia, fatal atau mematikan, frustasi, hospice, rumah sakit untuk orang-orang yang sedang sekarat, irritated itu terganggu, file sustaining treatment, pengobatan untuk memperpanjang nyawa, lost consciousness, kehilangan kesadaran, mortuary, tempat penyimpanan mayat, pasien, relatif, sanak saudara atau keluarga, sleep disturbance, gangguan tidur, stroke, artinya stroke, suicidal ideation, gagasan bunuh diri, suicide, tindakan bunuh diri, simpati, the dying, orang yang tengah sekarat, terapi, treatment, perawatan atau pengobatan, white linen cloth, itu kain kafan, withdrawal, keinginan untuk menyendiri, withholding or withdrawing treatment, penghentian perawatan, go downhill, kondisi kesehatan semakin menurun, grief, duka cita atau kesedihan.
Reading time. That is cultural as well as biological event. It's important for you to be aware of the cultural and religious belief and custom of your dying patient and their family. This guideline will help you to respond in an appointment way in order to provide a culturally aware service. Islam. When a Muslim dies in a hospital, the family may experience a great deal of anxiety if they feel that healthcare staff are unfamiliar with Muslim tradition. Firstly, it is important to put on some gloves so that you do not touch the body directly. The face of the person who has died should be turned toward Mecca. Strike them the arms and wrap in white lined cloth. According to Islamic tradition, a dead person should be buried as soon as possible, prefer within 24 hours. A Muslim is always buried, never cremated. Postmortem examination are discouraged unless they are required by law. Buddhist. According to the Buddhist According to Buddhist belief in that the consciousness departs from one life and begins to the journey into another life for Buddhists. That is a process in which the consciousness gradually separates from the body. This can take up to 3 days, which is when that occurs. It's very important to provide as much peace and quiet for dying person as possible. The more composed and calm the mind is at that, the greater the opportunity for a better rebirth. Immediately following signs of physical Buddhism is peaceful. Traditionally, the body is taken to the home and for a period of 3 days or so prays and say and the body is not touched. The deceased may be cremated or buried, depending on the wish of the family. Generally speaking, postmortems are acceptable as body is considered less important after death. Next. News reading. Friday, May 2016. Many pediatrics and predicts Suspensialists believe their clinical care extends from treating ill children to end-of-life care. However, are pediatricians actually meeting the needs of family and their dying child? In a study scheduled for publication in Journal of Pediatrics, research surveyed bereaved parents and found that pediatric end-of-life care needs improvement. Dr. Malin Lofgren and research from Ersta Sköndal University College and Karolinska Institute in Stockholm, Sweden, surveyed 48 parents of children who did not survive spinal muscular atrophy or SMA, type 1 or 2. SMA is a rare disorder characteristic by slowly progressing muscle weakness. Most children with the most severe form, type 1 and 2, die within the first 2 years of life without respiratory support. According to Dr. Lofgren, this survey aimed to explore the experience and wish of bereaved parents concerning end-of-life care for their child. Survey covered the time from diagnosis to after death and include questions about their experience with end-of-life care and their perfect role in decision making. 32 parents expressed wish regarding where they want their child to die, half of whom want their child to die at home instead of the hospital. All of those who want their child to die in the hospital had their wish fulfilled, but only 62% of those who want their child to die at home got their wish. Siblings were rarely engaged the progress. Only 4 of 24 siblings receive professional psychological support after the death of a brother or sister. Although 83% of parents report that healthcare staff said did something in the connection with the death of the child that was remembered as being especially supportive or considered. More than 25% report that healthcare staff did or said something distressing at the end of life. Although the research show that healthcare staff typically provide strong support for family, more more work needs to be done. Siblings have long been overlooked, and their need for continuous support should be addressed. Healthcare staff have found meaning and satisfaction from their role in bereavement care, but the experience logical barriers, lack of training, and lack of support. Notes Dr. Lovegren. In general, everyday clinical practice may need to be altered, even radically changed to ensure that both family and healthcare staff receive the bereavement support they.
Gerund. A gerund is a form of verb that is added with the letter ing and function as a noun. Nah, gerund di sini adalah kata kerja yang dibenarkan, yang bentuknya berupa verb ing. Nah, gerund memiliki fungsi. Nah, fungsi yang pertama itu sebagai subjek atau sebagai pelaku dalam kalimat. Contohnya, writing makes me happy. Writing di sini sebagai subjek, make sebagai kata kerja, me sebagai objek, happy sebagai komplemennya. Lalu yang kedua berfungsi sebagai objek. Contohnya, I like writing. I di sini sebagai subjek, like sebagai kata kerja, lalu writing sebagai objek yang dikenai pekerjaan. Lalu fungsi gerund yang ketiga adalah sebagai komplement atau sebagai pelengkap dalam suatu kalimat. Contohnya itu my hobby is dancing. My hobby di sini sebagai subjek, is sebagai kata kerja, dan dancing sebagai komplementnya. Next. Nah, lalu penggunaan gerund selanjutnya itu digunakan setelah kata preposition atau kata depan. Nah, kata depan itu ada Kata depan itu ada in, at, without, on, after, before, of, from, about, by, with, between, among, dan masih banyak lagi. Nah, contohnya itu kayak I'll drive all the way without stopping. Without di sini kan sebagai preposition atau kata depan, lalu diikuti dengan stop yang merupakan gerund. Lalu contoh yang kedua itu I am interested in studying English. Saya tertarik dalam mempelajari bahasa Inggris. Nah, in di sini merupakan preposition lalu dilanjutin dengan gerund. Nah, penggunaan gerund selanjutnya itu digunakan setelah kata preposition object. Nah, kata preposition object itu ada get used to yang artinya terbiasa, object to yang artinya menolak, look forward to yang artinya mengharap, be used to yang artinya terbiasa, be advised to yang artinya menolak, be customized to yang artinya terbiasa, dan confess to yang artinya mengaku. Nah, di sini itu bukan be biasa, tapi to be. To be itu yang I am, is, are. Nah, penggunaannya itu kalau misalkan kita ketemu kata be used to, itu pasti selalu diikuti dengan gerund atau verb ing. Contohnya itu I am used to sleeping with my sister. Saya terbiasa tidur dengan kakak perempuan saya. Nah, kalau misalkan kita ketemu kata used to tanpa diikuti to be sebelumnya, itu tidak diikuti dengan gerund atau verb ing, melainkan diikuti dengan verb one atau kata kerja bentuk pertama. Contohnya, I used to sleep with my sister. Nah, jadi jangan terkecoh ya. Kalau yang abuse itu ada to be di depannya, berarti diikuti dengan gerund. Tapi kalau nggak ada to be di depannya itu berarti menggunakan verb one atau kata kerja bentuk pertama. Nah, lalu penggunaan gerund selanjutnya itu setelah kata possessive adjective. Nah, possessive adjective itu menunjukkan kepunyaan yang berfungsi sebagai kata sifat. Nah, kata sifat itu berfungsi untuk menjelaskan kata benda. Nah, gerund sendiri kan merupakan kata benda. Jadi, setelah kata possessive adjective, berarti dilanjutin dengan gerund. Nah, possessive adjective itu ada me yang dari subjek I, yours dari subjek you, our dari subjek we, their dari subjek they, his dari subjek he, her dari subjek she, dan it dari subjek it. Contohnya, her coming makes me glad. Her di sini kan merupakan possessive adjective dari subjek she, lalu diikuti dengan coming yang merupakan gerund. Next. Lalu selanjutnya gerund digunakan setelah kata required, need, sama want. Nah, kalau kita menggunakan gerund setelah kata required, need, sama want ini apabila konteks kalimatnya itu mempunyai makna pasif. Contohnya, the car need washing. Mobil butuh untuk dicuci. Need di sini adalah kata pasif, lalu diikuti dengan gerund. Nah, lalu selanjutnya gerund digunakan setelah kata remember, forget, sama stop. Kata remember, forget, sama stop ini sebenarnya bisa diikuti dengan kata gerund maupun to infinitive. Cuman mempunyai makna yang berbeda. Contohnya kayak my brother stop smoking. Stop di sini diikuti dengan gerund yang artinya itu saudara laki saya berhenti merokok. Sedangkan yang my brother stop to smoke, stopnya di sini itu stopnya di sini itu diikuti dengan gerund to infinitive yang artinya saudara laki-laki saya berhenti beraktivitas untuk merokok. Jadi bedanya itu kalau yang my brother stop smoking itu dia kakak laki-lakinya benar-benar berhenti merokok. Sedangkan yang my brother stop to smoke itu kakaknya berhenti berhenti beraktivitas untuk merokok. Jadi misalkan kakaknya itu lagi nyapu, berarti dia berhenti nyapu dulu untuk merokok. Nah, terus penggunaan gerund selanjutnya itu setelah kata dislike, continue, begin, like, sama start. Nah, kata dislike, continue, begin, like, sama start ini juga bisa diikuti oleh gerund maupun to infinitive. Cuman kalau yang ini tuh bisa maknanya itu sama. Kan kalau yang remember, forget, sama stop ini maknanya beda. Nah, kalau yang dislike, continue, begin, like, sama start ini maknanya sama. Contohnya kayak I continue washing my car sama I continue to wash my car. Di sini tuh dua-duanya sama-sama artinya saya melanjutkan mencuci mobil saya. Jadi penggunaan gerund maupun to infinitive setelah kata dislike, continue, begin, like, sama start ini itu tidak ada perbedaan makna dalam kalimat.